name's Karen Holton and I'm here representing Zen Domes Orgonite. If you haven't done so already, please do like my videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out my online shop at www.karenholtonhealthcoach.com. Karen is spelled K-A-R-E-N and Holton is H-O-L-T-O-N, healthcoach.com. These are my orgonites. I'm very proud of them. This is the fourth video in a series that I'm making. The first one is an introduction to orgonite. I really recommend that you watch it because it's going to give you all the science behind how these nifty little gadgets actually work and how they are able to draw negative energy, like from cell phones, Wi-Fi, smart meters, all that kind of stuff. Even the appliances and the gadgets we use that plug directly into the wall still produce an EMF, electromagnetic frequency signature that's not good for our health. Our bodies just don't know what to do with those frequencies, and they're passing through us all the time, affecting our health and our DNA. And so in response to that, orgonite has been developed actually since the days of Wilhelm Reich, but especially in the last 20 years they have come a long way. And this is an example of one of my beautiful designs. If you haven't done so already, please like this video. Please share it with other people who might be interested in the information. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also recommend that you visit my shop online at www.karenholtonhealthcoach.com. Karen is spelled K-A-R-E-N. Holton is H-O-L-T-O-N. Healthcoach.com. There should be links right below here, so please feel free to click on any of them. Check me out on Facebook. I've just got oodles of information waiting for you to discover. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the chakras. And the chakra system is a system of gates where energy travels throughout the body. What's interesting is in traditional Chinese medicine, they also have maps of the energy systems, and they're called meridians, and how they flow all through the body. And that's why things like acupuncture and reflexology and acupressure and so many alternative healing modalities are very beneficial for us. The chakra system actually comes from the Ayurvedic system, Sanskrit ways of seeing the world, and they are color coordinated because each gate needs to be open and needs to be flowing. What's very interesting about this is the gates are very much color coded. That makes it very easy for us to know which colors might help us, which foods, because they're different colors, also might help us, which crystals, which are also come in all kinds of colors, will help us. There's so many ways that we can activate our own vitality and be well, stay well, and acquire all the wonderful things that we want in our life. So this is just a really quick little description of the different chakras. I guess I will point out at this time, this is your root chakra, red. Your orange chakra is your sacral chakra. Your solar plexus chakra is yellow. Your heart chakra is green. Your throat chakra is blue. Your brow chakra, which is also called your third eye chakra, is a deep blue, almost a violet. And then, of course, the crown chakra is generally violet or clear in color. And each one of these gates needs to be open and flowing for you to get the kind of energy and impact in your life that you want to have. Each of those chakras also ties into a specific area of the body, glands, organs, all kinds of things. So each one, very similar to the meridian system, actually governs different areas of the body. And the chakra system absolutely feeds into the meridian system. Now down the road I'm going to make some other videos because those are on a their energy, but they're absolutely mappable through modern technology so that we know without any doubt that they exist. The parts that we don't really have the science to show is with where those chakras go beyond that. I'm going to tell you, and please do some research because you're going to find really interesting information. So the chakras are also correspond to our different senses. And we have a secondary set of chakras that govern our extrasensory perceptions. But we need those 3D physical gates to be open and flowing freely before we can then move on efficiently to the second set of gates. There's actually a third set of gates, which is ever so interesting, and I'm going to just mention it, but I'm not going to talk much about it today, and that is your third system of gates is what allows things like time travel, being able to travel to other dimensions, being able to travel to even other worlds without being hindered in any way. And it's ever so amazing on how much information is out there, on how amazing we're built, designed, and that we're not even touching the tip of the iceberg when it comes to our human potential. So let's get back to orgone generators because they do affect the chakras. And I'm just going to run through a few of them here. I'm going to start off with, this is our small pyramids. This is what they look like. And this one has the symbol on the front for the Sanskrit chakra, for the base or the root chakra. And it is filled with red jasper and also copper. Red jasper is so wonderfully calming and grounding. And so this helps us to feed, nurture, and open our base chakra. Now the base is the very beginning, and we need it to be open in order for the energy to flow up to the other chakras. The red or the base chakra also governs things like our adrenal glands, so it's very, very effective in helping people who suffer from anxiety and adrenal fatigue and things like that. It's a very, very good place to start with this little red jasper pyramid. As described before, the electromagnetic pollution is being sucked up into the bottom. It's being concentrated and changed. The frequency goes from being very short oscillations to these really long, relaxed oscillations, which are that of the crystal. So it's retuning the electromagnetic frequencies that are harmful into a frequency pattern that works very well for our health and works very well for us to have the things we want in life. So that's the base chakra. I also have a set of angels that are also coordinated for the chakras. Red jasper again for the base angel, and red jasper again for the little small chakra discs that I have. These are fantastic. You can put them under the mattress, approximately where your chakras would line up on the bed, so that while you're sleeping, they're feeding and energizing your chakras and clearing them. They can go in the bathtub. So once you identify which of your chakras are sort of problematic in your body, you can then choose which orgone generator you want to feed it. Now these are also amazing for placing in the bath. These little discs are completely waterproof. You can put them in the bath and they'll help restructure the water. You can put them, as I mentioned, under your mattress. You can put them under your pillow, or you can just place them along the body to support your chakras while you're taking a break, a few minutes to yourself, or while you're doing meditation. So I won't get into too much about the smaller chakra disc set, but this set comes actually as a set. These can't be, are not to be bought separately. So this is a wonderful, wonderful little system. If you're an alternative health practitioner, these are fantastic to place on your client while you're doing energy work on them. So then, excuse me, the next one I want to get into, this is orange calcite. And orange calcite is wonderful for the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra governs things like reproduction, and Google the chakras. You'll get way more information than what I have time to give you today. But orange calcite is amazing for energizing your sacral chakra. I'm just going to use a little bit of cheat notes. What I forgot to mention is the red jasper is nurturing. It gives you tranquility, and it gives you a sense of wholeness. Now the orange calcite is wonderful for energizing your body and for cleansing your energy systems. And it also helps remove fear. A lot of people are fearful these days. They don't understand what's going on, but they do understand that the old traditional practices are not necessarily telling them the truth or helping everybody to their best benefit. And that would be like your regular doctors and your churches and things like that. The medical industry, the churches, they have been holding to really old ways of thinking for a very long time. Now, I'm not saying your church or your doctor's wrong. What I'm saying is that you need to do research and find methods of healing. And healing is spiritual as well as physical, so that you can have the kind of life that is your birthright. This is not something that only special people get. This is for you. This is for everybody. Moving on to the next chakra. So we've covered the base, we've covered the chakra. Now we're up to the solar plexus. And the solar plexus is so important to keep free and open and very well energized, because that is where a lot of our what we call negative emotions come from. For instance, anger and frustration and those kind of emotions. If we've got a blocked solar plexus chakra, chances are we're going to have a harder time transmuting and rising above those emotions. And a healthy body won't give you as much of those emotions. A lot of anxiety, anger, all of those things, we're blaming it on external circumstances, but in reality, a proper diet and some good orgonite and getting your body's electrical system in line is going to do so much for you. Yeah, you can take pills, but they're not meant to last, and they're not meant to run for a long period of time, and they don't really help in the end result. So why not try something beautiful and natural? So again, we've got the Sanskrit symbol for the solar plexus. This is yellow citrine. Yellow citrine does lots of things. It makes you happy, improves your mood. Of course, it opens your solar plexus gate. It brings money and abundance. And I'm just checking my cheat notes here because I get a bit nervous when I'm making these videos and I forget what I'm saying. Yellow citrine cleanses, it regenerates, and it absolutely protects your aura and your electrical system. It's very, very important. And again, I've got the angels, which are sold separately. This is actually yellow aventurine in this angel. They're sold separately, whereas the small chakra discs are sold in a set, in a complete set. Moving up to the heart chakra, so you can understand why it's so important to clear that solar plexus so you can move into your heart. Your heart chakra is in your chest. It is amazing for your own personal healing and for your own personal transformation. And so, of course, I chose green malachite for this because green malachite wicks away pain, it helps with healing, and it's also very good for transformation. And isn't it beautiful? I just love all of these so much, which is why I'm into orgonite. Let's see if I forgot anything. Transformation, healing, and enhances your intuition. That's what green malachite is going to do for you. And as I've mentioned in other videos, what happens is when these crystals are in this matrix, they're in an organic resin base and they're combined with metals, and so there is a curing process when we're making these. And at the end of the curing process, this is shrunk because there's a liquid portion that evaporates off, and when it shrinks, it puts pressure on the crystals, and then the crystals become way more they emit way more frequency than if they were just holding the stone in your hand. So holding the semi-precious stones in your hands and putting them on your body does do good. Please don't get me wrong. They're wonderful tools to awakening and healing and for ascension work. But when they're in a matrix like this, they become a self-driven. They work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This will never stop working for you. The only way to make it stop working would be to smash it with a hammer, and then the crystals are no longer under pressure. So do Google the word piezoelectric, and it will tell you everything you need to know about how these are electrically charged because of being under pressure. So this one here is the throat chakra, and this is aquamarine. Aquamarine gives you courage. It helps you to say what you mean, so it really adds to you being your authentic self. And it's also very calming to the mind. It's also very beautiful. And so that's why I've chosen for the throat chakra. Again, the Sanskrit symbol for the throat chakra is that one there. And again, you can use angels. These are so portable. You can just stick them in your purse or your backpack, or stick them under a pillow, or put them in a pet bed. There's so many things. I'm going to make another video about the practical uses of orgone generators. Excuse me. So moving up, generally, lapis lazuli is used for the brow chakra, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to give these this small chakra collection a little bit of an extra kick. Watch what I say here. So this is labradorite, and labradorite is also fantastic for opening up your third eye, which is your brow chakra. Labradorite enhances magic. It repels negative energies, and it raises your consciousness. And it's so beautiful. I don't know if the camera is going to pick this up, but when it's in the light, it flashes. It flashes the most beautiful rainbow colors. So there you go. There's for your brow chakra. And then finally we have the crown chakra. In the crown chakra, I use amethyst. I use amethyst whether it's an angel, whether it's the small chakra disc, or whether it's a pyramid, because amethyst is so soothing. If there's one thing we need in these crazy times we live in, is something that's going to soothe us, something that's going to help us to deal with addictions, and something that is absolutely going to support the crown chakra. What's interesting is the energy doesn't, like, we draw it as though it's going straight up, and we do actually have a chakra up here that is clear, and we have a chakra about 2 feet below or a foot below our feet, which we represent as being black. And they also are part of a greater system that's beyond the scope of this talk today. But I also want you to know that our energy, Google the Heartmath Institute for more about the toroidal field that is produced by our hearts. And so we are surrounded by this amazing energy that forms the shape of like a really fat donut. And so the energy is always traveling up inside our body through the chakra gates. Chakra, I think, actually means wheel. Same thing. The wheel turns and passes the energy on up the body. But when you get to the crown, it actually loops back to the base chakra. There is no separation. So when you look at a rainbow, you see it as discrete little sections of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. But in reality, there is no separation. There's oodles of stages, say between yellow and green, that give you the lime green colors. And there's oodles of stages between, say, green and the throat chakra, which gives you all those beautiful teals and softer blues. And again, when we get to the top, violet is right next to the base. So we're actually cycling our energy like a giant donut. And we're not only affecting ourselves, we're affecting people 10 feet away. The Heartmath Institute has all kinds of experiments they've done showing that we affect everybody and everybody affects us. We affect our heart rates, our mood, the functioning of our organs, our glands. We absolutely are connected. So let's be the best kind of people that we can be. Strengthen our chakras. Get that energy really flowing so that we can be more of what we really want to be. So I just have a couple other quick things to say. I also have the chakra flat pendant, which is very lightweight, and it has a stone for each of the chakras with lots of copper inside. It's kind of reversible. It flips over. It doesn't matter. It's still just as pretty. You'll find that on my website, and you'll also find my chakra copper pendant. Okay, this thing is so beautiful. I wear it whenever I'm on the computer or whenever I'm going out into public and I want to protect all of my energies. So what it has is a nice thick layer of amethyst in the back, then it has a nice thick layer of copper, and then it's got one semi-precious stone and one in the middle, so there's 7 for each chakra. It has the Metatron's cube symbol on the front. Metatron is the archangel who mediates the energies between heaven and earth. Also really important for our health. So you'll see all kinds of chakra things in my shop, on my website, www.KarenHoltonHealthCoach.com. And so you'll see all kinds of things that support that. And also have quite a bit in black tourmaline. Black tourmaline just absorbs all the nastiness and retunes it. It is amazing. So all the crystals that I use in my orgonites are piezoelectric. They're all very, very versatile. The little disc set comes in a beautiful little black velvet pouch for you to keep them together. And you can use them in so many ways. So again, the pyramids, depending on what you want, because they draw energy in from the bottom and they shoot it out from the top, this can be placed right under the bed. This can be placed anywhere you want to rejuvenate your home, improve the atmosphere in your home, and make yourself feel better. I recommend something that has amethyst to be placed by the bed so that you're always getting that calming energy where you sleep. I have another pyramid that I don't have right here to show you today, but it's black tourmaline in the bottom, like this one is, but instead of the clear quartz crystal point at the top, it's filled up with amethyst, and it is also very beautiful and very good for you. Makes people feel ever so lovely. And that one also has a Metatron's cube on the front. So I've got oodles of different designs. They all come out of my imagination. I speak to my spirit guides and they give me input on what I might need for myself, what other people might need. And then a friend of mine hand makes them. So I'm very happy to bring my chakra lines to you. I hope you love them as much as I do. Please do share this video, as I mentioned before. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you sign up for my newsletter, and I only make 2, 3, maybe 4 newsletters a year, so you're not going to get inundated with a bunch of ads and stuff like that. I don't do that because I don't like when people do that to me. And if you sign up for my newsletter, you'll get 10% off your first order, which helps. So that's about it for today. I'm Karen Holton, and I'm wishing you the best week ever.